Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Tangle Teacher. And today is the first video in October, and it's Inktober. Today is October 2nd. And our Tangle for today is a remake of For Rosie, because I think it's a very tranquil Tangle. And if you're not familiar with Inktober, it's ink drawings, and you can post. We get a little prompt and every day, and you can do every day, you can do 3 times a week, you can do once a week, you can choose whatever you want to draw and post. And I decided I would just do my regular schedule, but I will give you the prompts. The October 1st prompt is poisonous, and today's prompt is tranquil. So I am going to do For Rosie, because the video was great, but I've improved a little on the videos, and so hopefully the angle of the pen is a little better and you'll be able to see. I'm going to do it on one of the new products in my store, the little round tiles, and I'm using a Micron 01 pen. So we can do a border, but with For Rosie I'm not going to. I'm just going to draw a little L shape or a triangle shape. I'm going to do that going 4 ways on my tile. And I really don't care that if it's even or centered or anything, because I like the way that it tangles just kind of come out when you don't plan everything and don't use grid paper. You just draw. And so the next step is a kind of a leaf shape in the corners of each one of these little sections that have been sectioned off. And so then we come back and we're going to do a little kind of a scalloped, and I'm going to come down and I'm going to join right in with that section, that line that I drew. So we'll do it again on this side, and they come right down to that point, and I'm just going to take it in. So that you could do this as on its own, just one on its own, or you could do the 4 together. And we just move our way around. The design, kind of a little rose looking shape, I think, with little petals around that kind of step down. All the way around, and that is For Rosie. And you can do little designs in the center, and I chose, so I'm going to show you 4 different shapes that you can do in the center. You see on my step outs I have one going around, one going up and striping it, some different ones. So you could start up here and put a line down the center, and then just echo out on each side. I love how this makes, it's just a very easy and tranquil way to do a tangle. And you can, so I'm going to do that on both sides just to even this out. And I love working on the little bijou size tiles. These are a little 2-inch circle. And then you can also do some striping which I love. So I just striped it down, and then I'm going to fill in, and I'm going to leave a little sparkle, which is just a little white space in there. I'm not going to fill it all the way in, and when I do a sparkle, I like to leave it a little jagged edges, not smooth. And I'm going to give one more here on that edge. So you could do that, or you could do it going striping this way. And I like to give that a round so it gives some dimension. Then I always start coloring in at the top and then work my way down to the bottom. That way I always have that top point dark. That's what I'm looking for, is to have that very top point dark. And then if I get to the bottom like I did and I have a light point, I can add one little tiny bit at the bottom to darken it up. And you can see how fun that little tangle is. And we can shade that tangle. I like to shade on just down here on the bottom on these, or you can shade in the center, or you can shade across the top tips. So I'm just putting a little graphite. My shading stump I forgot to get out, and it's got quite a bit of graphite on the end, so I'm going to clean it up using an emery board. And this does two things. It cleans it up, and it also, graphite is very slippery, and this also helps, when I clean it up, it helps it blend a little bit better. So it doesn't slide right over the top of what you're doing, but it helps blend that graphite. So you can see there's lots of different ways to shade it. And For Rosie is lots of fun. I think Zentangle is a very tranquil way of showing your art. And today's prompt was Tranquil. So enjoy. You can see that the little round tiles, I have them here, come in 5 different colors. In a assortment, you get 100 of them for $5. And you can shop at the store for those. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a single video. There's new videos on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Thanks again, and I love the remake of For Rosie by Melissa Sansom, and she did this in 2016, and it's fun to go back and revisit some of those old tangles that you may have forgotten. And this is a great one, very simple to do, yet absolutely beautiful. Thanks again, Melissa, and thanks for watching, and have a great day.